We back! We're back! Sorry, Carlos. He's like, why are you screaming in here? We're back! Holy shit, we're back on the channel. Yes! All right, Mom, sorry for swearing already. I know my mom's going to join the show today, but it is so good to see you guys. Let me raise this up so it doesn't look like I'm looking down at you. Is that as high as it goes? Dude, so good to see you guys. Who is in the house? Maximiliano? What a awesome name. AJ Saunders in the house. I know I wasn't going to do office hours and I was going to do office hours, but I do it every Friday. But I'm back on YouTube doing it. Brian Palacios, you look like a guy that I would see DJing at a club. Troll, we are back. It's been a few weeks, my people. It has been a few weeks. Pocket Linko, what up, homie? Heba, Taha. You guys, this is like the most interesting names of people I've ever seen come to an office hours. What up, Kristen, pardon me. Good to see you. Jan, just checking some stuff in the back end. What a morning. Woo-wee. It's been an experience, people. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Red Jaguar? Who are you people? This is awesome. What is up, Matt? I'm just checking on the underdogs. Bayerberg is here. Hello from India. Dude, the names of you people are so awesome. Wesley Broch. What's up, homie? Wesley's also my accountant. He helps me launder money. Ankit Singh. What up, Red Jaguar? Leah, my future ex-wife is here. That is awesome. Ori Kavach, a.k.a. Ori Kavach. What up, homie? Dieter, I got all of your daughter's cookies. I literally spent $200 ordering cookies from your daughter. It sounds really weird to say it out loud, like I'm taking things from your daughter. Good morning, Mark from California, from the Yay area. Represent. Talk something about product management. Ram Sri Parambidur. I think you're missing a vowel. Possibly. I love Indian names. They're so cool. What up, Vin? Good to see you, homie. Zigzags. Pocket Linko. Good night from Mars. Hell yeah, dude. Future ex-wife. Molly Walsh. I'm back. There's 69 people. Now there's 71. I'm going to cancel the whole show. Fraz. Good morning from France. I love France. I didn't realize I loved France, but I love it. I've been talking about you guys and girls. And I'm excited to come back on Fridays because, like, this is the full show. The full office hours are on to help you guys with your businesses, to help you with your relationship issues. Just kidding. I can't do shit for that. What do we do in office hours? Benedict Zeich. Dude, I feel like you stabbed me in the neck. I missed you guys. I straight up missed you. I missed you. I felt guilty. My mom last night, Mama Sumo, Mom was like, yo, I want to come on every office hours. And I said, no, Mom. Do you guys want my mom to come on all the shows? Because I think I hurt her feelings. She was she was mad at me. She's like, I want to come on the show. I'm like, Mom, get your own YouTube channel. Would I recommend starting okay, we're going to do your guys' questions today. It's been a time period since we've done these office hours. So excited to see you guys. Holy shit, Max is here. Yes, Max. Max is fearless. I love seeing Max. Check him out on YouTube. I don't know if you want people checking you out, Max. I check you out. Nick Gray checks you out. This guy shirtless is amazing. Max, you make me want to like men. I don't, but if I did, you'd definitely be top 10. You guys want Mama Sumo on the show? Wakas, good to see you. Taha, good to see you. You're doing a weekend challenge? Yes. Do the $1 Million Weekend 48-hour challenge, not a 48-weekend challenge. Super impressive. Did I have tacos? I actually bought a burrito today. It's in the car. It's a dough thing that has a filling, but I think we're having brisket at the office. You guys want my mom? Do you want my mom every Friday, though? She's like, Nala, why aren't these people working? It's a Friday. This is like a Donald Trump thing. When he does this crap, he's like, hello, it's a Friday. All right, check out Max's Instagram, Max_Iframirov. Honestly, I worked out with this guy on a Wednesday, and I was staring at you while you were doing pull-ups, man. And you inspired me to do pull-ups. I was like, I need to learn how to do pull-ups. Molly, I kind of agree. I love my mom. She's great. She's got a good attitude. She raised me right. But I don't know if I want her on every single Friday. Dude, Thoroughbred. Yes. Dylan. Is this my neighbor? Yeah, I go to Thoroughbred. I live around the corner from there now. I thought my mom was calling. Okay, it's a spammer. Let's just answer the spam call and see what they want. Hold on.
Attention. This call is from Federal Reserve System to notify you that we have found some suspicious and fraudulent activities in your financial.
I thought it'd be funny, like a more funny thing. Dude, it's so good to see you guys. I missed you. Best way to get a product on AppSumo. Go to appsumo.com/sell and you can list your product for free right now. By the way, you sexy bastard, so good to see you. Gary Cooper, good to see you. Ram, I'm not going to tell you my address. I also intentionally, my new house, like some people are posting my address online, which is creepy. I have a lot of guns, but you could probably overtake me. I live in Austin, Texas, but I just moved to a new house. One thing I was going to recommend, we do have a private Slack group. It is free. There's no sales. But if you want to start a business, if you want support for your business, if you want help from other awesome people, go to okdoor.com/underdogs. And you can submit the form. We admit a few people each week. And it's an amazing group. The people are awesome. Yeah, it was not cool. People are sharing my home address. Marcel Maldonado, good to see you, homie. Someone posted my other address. And that's a little too far. That was definitely too far. Word of mouth bought. Dude, I love seeing you guys. I missed you. Let's have a barbecue. Happy Friday. Yes, word of mouth bought on appsumo.com. Check it out. Also on Instagram, if you guys want to, don't message me weird ass shit. That's a little bit too far. What's up? We'll go do a barbecue tour in a second or later in the show. But yeah, if you do want to message me about something and it's not super creepy, you can hit me up on the Instagram thing. I actually reply to almost every single one of you if I can. A lot of times it's lately, a lot of these messages, it's like this. It's like, hey, send me crypto. I don't know. Do they think literally they just send crypto and I just here is one. I'm trying to they just, hey, do you mind sending me money? I don't know. Does that supposed to work? It's like catcalling women on the street. When people do I'm like, what respectable woman is gonna be like, oh yeah, actually, I'm interested. I'm just trying to see one of the one. Anyways, I was trying to find one of the Instagrams of people being like, yo, send me some money. I'm like, yeah, I'll just send you money. Sure. Anything else you want? You're my wife, which I don't have, but if I get it, it's yours. Richard Long, what's up, homie? Good to see you. Why don't I have hair? Well, there's probably literally some genetic answer that you can look up. And then secondly, you can probably blame my mom's dad who was bald at 20. Shout out, Philip. I'm going to answer you guys' questions. I'm hanging out with you guys forever. I'm so happy to see you. I'm truly happy to see you. Why doesn't AppSumo get translated? We have thought about translating. We've thought about adding more payment options. I love Brazil. Literally, my favorite language on earth is Portuguese. I was on a date with a woman, this is months ago, and I was like, I don't even need you, just insult me in Portuguese. And I got so turned on. Now, in all of your businesses and lives, it's just priority. It's what is the important things to do and in what order? Now, translating as well as adding payment options for these other countries is a lower priority compared to other things we can be doing right now, but it's something we're definitely considering in the future. What are my thoughts on India? India, okay, I've been to India. I walked around depressed for a month in 2014. It's a weird country. It's a really interesting experience. There is a lot of smart Indians. I have a lot of respect for Indians. I love Indian food. Yeah, I'm a fan. We bought sumo.com for $1.5 million. That's a lot of rupees from Indian people, the people that own the Hindustan Times. But I'd say Indian as an experience. I don't know if I'd want to go back there soon. Definitely extremely spiritual, very magical place, but just weird. I'm drooling about India. Man, Indians poop in the streets. I mean, I was in Argentina years ago and I lived there, and there's a lot of dog poop in the streets. There's poop everywhere, man. I pooped this morning. That's too far. If you were an existential risk to humanity, which one would you be? What's an existential risk? I had a thought yesterday, Max, is that what would happen if there was a shortage on drinkable water? So like you literally need water and oxygen to live, and then probably eventually some proteins or something. I was like, yo, what if there's no more water left? Okay, this is not Xavier. Who's your favorite rapper is not even a question. Everyone knows it's Tupac. There's not even like, don't say Biggie, don't say Dylon. Who is better than Tupac? Go listen to Tupac and tell me you're not inspired. Like that guy literally was calling stuff out back in the day. Plus, he's from California, which I always represent. Vivian, what up, homie? Vivian. Drake is really great. But like Drake's songs are like, I'm rich, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna have sex with your girl, I just had sex with your girl, here is my car, what are we doing next? Like Tupac was talking about like powerful issues. So would I recommend starting business with a friend? I've gone back and forth in this over the years. I guess the question is like, would you recommend marrying a wife or husband that you like? You're gonna be like, yeah, choose a wife you like. And so what's been interesting is that in the years of being a part of AppSumo.com, I've had people that were my friends that joined the company and then it didn't work out here, and then now we're not friends. But I've also had friends like Sung Ho or Daniel who've quit or and didn't work out here, and now we're still really good friends. But at the end of the day, you are working with people for 8 to 10 hours a day, times like years of your life. So I think it's really important to work with people you like. So in AppSumo, one of the things that we test for when we're hiring is like, do we want to hang out with this person at a party? They call it the Helsinki test. Like if you're at a layover in Helsinki, do you want to hang out with them? I think when you're starting business with anyone, the real question there is are they complementing your skill set? I think a lot of people have two overlapping skills. So Chad, my business partner, has hair. I don't have hair, complementary. He's very technical. I'm like low technical, but enough. It's very complementary. He's much more analytical in sometimes how he approaches things. And then I think we just complement each other really well. And so I think more thinking about the complementary skills and trying it out versus just jumping into a shotgun marriage. Don't Britney Spears it. Peter Mack, what's up, homie? I sold all of my NFTs really early on. I got excited about it. I still think the technology is going to do really well, but it's getting me reminded, Peter, is that you have to balance out these rushes, these like sheep rushes. So everyone's sheep rushed into crypto recently. Every sheep rushed into NFTs recently. People are sheep rushing into stocks. And so it's not that you shouldn't be aware of first mover or things early, but I think just be a little bit patient and be like, okay, how does this take, and this is what I'm telling myself, how does this actually play out? And so with NFTs, I wanted to try it out. I think you should try out all new tech, try out AR, try out Paparazzi. There's like a new app. I'll just show it to you. It's really, really interesting called Be Real. It's like Instagram, but you just post a photo it's a photo that's in the front camera and the back camera, and it texts you once a day. Now, I do think it'll be popular. My buddy Andrew Chen recommended it. And so I think with all of these things, try them out, taste the dish, think about where it goes in the future. But the rushing into them is where people rush, think they're going to get rich. And now with NFTs, like if you look at, let me show you. If you look at, let me show you. If you look at like evaluate.market, so look at the NFT market specifically, like this is NBA Top Shot. Like literally a month ago, it was at 4 million. Now it's like barely at 1 million in sales per day. So it's still a large opportunity. I do think it'll be sticking around. The technology is really interesting, but I sold out all of mine because I was like, why did I just spend $1,500 on a LeBron James GIF? Now, I think there is some value to it. I'm not a collector in general, really, but I just don't think it's going to be staying around at the levels that people were at. Buy you a monkey? One, I think that'd be super cool. What's your biggest crypto holding? So my biggest crypto holding, and I'm moving it to, I'll show you guys, but I'm moving it to a hardware wallet this weekend. So I don't really mind showing it to you. The thing that's actually interesting about these hardware wallets is if you move your crypto offline, is that you get it on a USB key and then you get your secret code. This is not my secret code. This is my to-dos for the day. Now the question is, where do you put it? Oh, crypto's down today. Vivian, we're broke. I have to go back to work. I love when crypto's down because it means people have to work and create cool stuff again. They can't just get rich overnight the easy way. Dude, so there's that. This is one of my accounts. So biggest crypto holding is Bitcoin. I've got 26. and then some Ether. I actually have been reducing. I just crazily looked up. I didn't realize how much I was spending on it. I think if you guys have watched some of my videos, I do auto buys because I try to focus the majority of my time on AppSumo, which is my active income, and then the passive income stuff like index funds, real estate, crypto. I try to put on automatic. So I didn't even realize I'm doing around $30,000 a month in automatic buys. $20,000 a month is in Ethereum, which is about $500 almost every single day. I buy in Ethereum to dollar cost average it out. And then I do around $2,000 a week buying Bitcoin, but I'm very, very more bullish on Ethereum. What is the point in investing in crypto? I mean, what's the point in any of this money? I mean, you can argue that. What's the point of any of the money? I think from a technological perspective, it's just interesting. I think that there's a phenomenal book called Die with Zero. Let me show it to you guys. I really enjoyed this book. And the book is more around, so Die with Zero. I put it in the okdork.com newsletter. If you guys are in the okdork.com newsletter, you guys stop posting the same questions. Like, Ram, I like you, dude, but you post the same questions, you get in timeout, my man. I think what's interesting about investing in general is like, what do you think is going to be a good return on your money, right? Like that's the whole point of investing. It's like you could do real estate, you could do yourself, you could do your own company, you could do books, you could do crypto, you could do stocks. There are a lot of opportunities to invest. The question is, what returns are you trying to get? But I really appreciated this book that encouraged you to say, try to die with no money. And so instead of just trying to keep, and I think that's something I was talking with my dad about last night, like we try to make all this money, but I actually don't think we ever get taught how to actually use the money or spend the money to make life more enjoyable. So it's something to really be thinking about. For me with crypto, I see a future where I don't have to pay 3% Stripe fees, like appsumo.com. Let me pull it up today. I can't show you guys the exact numbers, but let's just pull it up. This is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. You're asking why crypto and something. Let me just show you like one example that pisses me off. All right, so look at this. Look on the screen. You guys can see the screen. So right here, oh no, sorry, this one. The company is paying $5,000 today to Stripe. They've done zero. They did nothing. And they get a $5,000 from us that we could pay our partners, we could pay our customers, we could pay the staff. So with crypto, as things are progressing, there is a way in a world where that goes to zero or very small amounts. That is one thing I'm really, really excited about. Or doing PayPal or doing Venmo, all these different things. But we're literally giving them $60,000. This is $5,000. Hold on. That's crazy. They're getting $1.8 million a year from us for doing nada. Not on my watch. Jacob, good to see you, dude. SendSpark. Everyone, check out SendSpark. AppSumo, happy partner here. If you guys want to get rich, people are like, no, how do I get rich? One, decide how much rich is for you. Decide what kind of life you want to live. Blah, 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 blah. You get the point. But the point here is that I think one of the best opportunities to make money today is to go onto appsumo.com/sell and promote a software product, a book, a course, or templates. I think it's a great way for people to make money these days. What up, guys? It's so good to see you guys. I'm so happy to see you. And Mitchell knows me. Mitchell, who works on our team, he's always like, "You're so negative, Noah. You're always criticizing everyone." I think the important aspect of marketing for a new small business is not the marketing; it's the business. And I've been talking about this a lot. I'm working on my book, and if you guys are excited, I'm coming out with the book. It's going to be probably called $1 Million Weekend, or a lot about it is the fear that people have of starting businesses and how to have success in a weekend. If you email this, I'll put you on the beta list for the book. So in terms of, it's book@okdork.com. But the question, especially there as well, that you're asking is, how do you do marketing for a small business? And the question is not that. It's, how do you actually create a business that people really want? How do you create a dish that tastes really good? How do I write a book that you guys are all excited to read? And that is what makes marketing really easy. And I think people get that a lot backwards. So how do you know people are excited what you've made to make marketing easy? They're excited to give you money. They're excited to give you money. That's what it is in the end of the day. Then the marketing really is two questions. Now that you've solved something they want, who is that customer and where are they? That part's a joke. Like for me in my career, Facebook, guess what? Everyone loved it. Marketing was easy. Mint.com, awesome product. Marketing was easy. Everyone wants more money. AppSumo.com, amazing deals on software. Yeah, marketing is really easy. So I think people spend so much time on products that no one ever wants. And they're like, how do I do better marketing? It's not a marketing problem. It's a product problem. When will AppSumo start accepting crypto? So we have looked into it. So there's a thing called Coinbase Commerce. There's a company called MoonPay.com. I like it. Again, what I talked to you guys earlier in the video, in this stream, is what's the priority, right? So then you say, well, how do you prioritize? So there's many different systems for prioritizing. I'm actually learning them. It's been pretty interesting. There's Moscow, which is kind of an interesting one, and there's these other methods. I think with this stuff, at the end of the day, we're looking at it. We use RICE, which is like impact, ease, impact ease, and some other one. There's a bunch of different frameworks, but basically what you're considering is like, how long does it take? How much impact will it have? How much money will we make? And how much effort is it going to do? You can do it in different. I didn't say that very well. Let me slow down. So in terms of crypto, you can basically measure it against other activities you can do in the company. For instance, should we do crypto or should we be working on AppSumo Marketplace? Should we do an AppSumo Marketplace or should we be optimizing the actual deal pages on AppSumo? And now you start ranking those, not just in terms, you basically can rank those in how much money will they make? How long will they take to do? How excited are we to do them? How much does it help the customers? And now it actually gives you a little bit of a framework for making those decisions. And so I did recommend us to do crypto. And the team said, well, what's the priority in the business? And where does this fit along that? And it was low, so that's why we haven't done it. What are my thoughts on drop shipping? I hate drop shipping. I hate it. Because if you can get a product easy, that means someone else can get a product easy. And how are you going to get an advantage over them? So that's why I've never been a fan of really affiliate marketing or drop shipping, because you get marginalized and everyone can copy you and you have no advantage. So, thank you, SendSpark, whoever you are, man, you are awesome. Impact, confidence, ease. So how big of an impact, how confident you are to work, and the ease of implementation. Again, if you guys want to join me, okdork.com/underdogs, we have a private Slack group. You guys can apply. It is free. There is no sales. It's to meet other people, and we create a community and to help each other grow and be successful in life and business. Oh my God. I love you guys. I'm also live on the Raw Show. Takira, you're using your real image. Yes. What up, Russell D? Catherine, I'm glad you're writing a book. How do you take, okay, there's a lot of really interesting people. One, you don't need to do capital. Stop yelling at me. How do you take the step from a software idea to an actual product without it costing the shirt? So the way that I've always built software is two things. It's really, really straightforward. Number one, really focus on finding a problem that you can solve manually. What people do backwards is they're like, I go to Fiverr or Upwork or Freelancer or Ask My Network, and I got to build the software. Software just replaces human work. But what you have to do is, what is human work that is actually replaceable? So let's take AppSumo, for instance. You don't need to build a website to have an AppSumo.com. That's the company I started and I'm a part of. You can literally go find products and just call your friends or email your friends to see if it's something they want. Now, once you found something people want, then you go to freelancer.com, then you go to Upwork, then you go to Fiverr and have someone actually build it for you. That is the important part versus building a product first. That's where people definitely do backwards. How do you what is a day in the life like? We actually recorded that on Wednesday. So that's a video coming out in the next few weeks, what my day in my life is like. I think the biggest takeaway that was surprising, Santosh, really cool name, Santosh Gurung. This is the biggest takeaway from that experience. What is work? I know it sounds kind of silly and it's not like some rich, like crazy shit. It's just like, what do you consider work? Is it when the laptop opens? That's work. Is it when I'm typing? That's work. Like if I go for a walk and I'm thinking, is that work? And so it's a video coming out, but that was probably the biggest takeaway for people to think about it for themselves. I would say the bonus side of what a day in the life of for myself is, how are you recharging? That is something I thought was really interesting, where I literally was just like kind of on working all day and I just didn't take any fucking breaks because that's what work. And I read the book Effortless. I've read the book Powerful Engagement. I highly recommend both of those. And I'm really adding back in like, okay, what are things that really increase my energy levels throughout the day? How do I decide on deadlines? So let me just, Jacob, you're like the young hustlers I love. One thing I just want to be really critical to you and everyone else. I never almost ever say the phrase ASAP. I think that should be outlawed, because unless someone is dying, it's not urgent. So in terms of deadlines, it's actually a very interesting discussion, because if you do deadlines in product development, it's really, it can get really messy and it can get very opinionated. I think with deadlines, it's also hard, right? Let's take AppSumo Marketplace, for instance. So we have AppSumo Marketplace. Let me show you guys. So we have this AppSumo Marketplace, which is anyone can buy or sell products, right? So if you create a software product or you want to promote a software product, you can go and promote it on AppSumo. So you could literally go list any product. Now, the thing with deadlines is that we set a goal of a certain amount of products to be listed on AppSumo this year. And we set that before we knew any real data on it. And now that works backwards to impact deadlines. So your goals impact your deadlines. And so if you set a goal before you even know what the data looks like, I think generally you can be really messed up with that. I think what's interesting about deadlines is that they can discourage you. Like if you set a deadline too aggressive, you can actually get really discouraged. You're like, man, this is too tiring and it's not sustainable. And then if you set deadlines that are too fluffy out in the future, that sucks too. So the answer is it's tough. And most of the things we're doing in life, by the way, Jacob, they're all arbitrary. It's all arbitrary. I think the thing I would just encourage you about deadlines and setting goals are a few things. Number one, really don't negotiate with yourself. Hear me out. So don't negotiate with yourself. So what do I mean by that is that on Monday, I was working here, made videos, we had AppSumo stuff, all these different stuff. And I said, I'm going to do a workout at night. That was my deadline. I'm working out at night. And I just started negotiating. Noah, you've worked hard. What do you want to work out? I started negotiating. Don't negotiate with terrorists. Did the workout. So number one, don't negotiate with yourself. If you've committed to something, that's how you build up self-confidence, self-worth, and get stuff done. Now, the other thing with deadlines, I would just encourage you, what I really try to do, I don't like the word try, what I like to do is that I like clear goals with clear deadlines. And I generally do them in year timeframes. So I have my year bucket list. And I have my year bucket list. I see it every morning. I have it right here. That's on a sticky. Here, you can see the sticky. See the sticky right there? Can you see it? Yeah, that's my sticky on my computer. That's my year bucket list. And I work backwards from things I want to accomplish in a year. And then how does it impact this literal week moving me towards my goal? So we have a revenue goal at AppSumo. I have a subscriber goal for this channel. And then I have my book goal, which is to complete the book. I don't know if I'll be able to complete it by the end of the year, but those are things I really want. And now that helps set what deadlines I'm going to be choosing. Ken Zhang, good. I love Asian people. I love all people equally, but I definitely love the Mexicans. I love the Asians. I love the blacks, the whites. I love them all pretty much equally. Revenue goal. What up, Jennifer Jones? I just bought cookies from her. If you guys want cookies, Jennifer, post a link to your website. Let me know. Okay, new business opportunities. So I'll tell you, let me just pose here. I'm going to bring it up right here. I have like my notes. Kyle Hellig. Dude, I like you, Kyle. He said hit the like button. So I made a list lately of cool companies that I'm interested in or I think are interesting areas. So one of them is ramp.com. Dude, Ishan Sharma is dope. I love that kid. Common Stock. I'm just going to tell you the companies I think are really interesting. So commonstock.com. It's social investing. Let me just show you these sites. So here's the sites that I think are the most interesting. You guys want to see this, by the way? Are you guys interested in seeing what businesses and companies I think are the most interesting up and coming? Kevin Carr, good point. Do you guys want to see, I don't know, do you guys want to see companies and business ideas that I'm excited about? Yes. Okay. So first off is Common Stock. I think it's really interesting. It's social investing, but it doesn't show how much you're investing, but it shows literal what you've bought and sold. I think that's really interesting. Ramp.com. There's all these like new credit card companies. I think most of them suck, and they're just like another person taking 3%. I like the Ramp one because it's designed to help you spend less. So I thought their website was really well done. The unlimited cashback. Most of these guys get cashback. I just thought their website was really well done. It seemed really straightforward. And as our company AppSumo has grown, there's 80 people here now. The credit card stuff has gotten a little crazy, like what subscriptions are happening and who needs a card and who needs to approve. I like that. I like this with Persona. So with crypto and a lot of online sites, they have to verify people. So I think with Persona, I saw them like a month ago and I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. And they literally just raised 50 million. So they help verify people online. I'll show you guys. Look, this is going to show you some of my money. It's fine. So with Zapper.fi, I think this is a really interesting site because it's kind of like a Google Finance for crypto. So it's a really nice way of like showing you a lot of things that are going on in crypto. Plus you can track your own crypto. So like I've done this thing called pooling, which I'm not going to get into, but I really like Zapper.fi. I thought this was really cool. I saw these guys yesterday. Browser.company. The browser.company. I'm going to put out a video. I'm going to do a video that's a little bit more of a deep dive into these businesses. Dude, CR, I love you too, man. You guys want to smash the like button, smash the like button, smash your desk, smash your chest. Sometimes I do this. I'm like, honestly, I'll just be like out. I'm like fucking feeling it. So I like that. The browser.company, they're building a new browser. It seems promising. Okay, I'm going to show it. I'm a huge fan. AppSumo.com. I think it's highly underrated. If you are starting a business, if you are growing a business, if you want to sell your product to other people, highly recommend AppSumo.com. Holy shit, this is so fucking cool. I didn't plan this, but Marketic Design, I made my first sale on AppSumo Marketplace. I think AppSumo.com Marketplace is going to be huge. I think in a year, I don't like word hope in business. A lot of people are going to know about it. I think anyone who's creating something that want to promote to entrepreneurs, go to appsumo.com/sell, promote it. I think it'll be a huge opportunity. And then last company, I saw this yesterday. I thought it was really interesting. Coinly.io. It's tax reporting for crypto. So I think what's interesting is that any market that's really big and you could try to piggyback on that, you'll make a lot of money. So crypto is gigantic. Tax stuff for crypto is going to be interesting. So I'm definitely a fan of services like that. Dude, you guys are awesome. What's up, Wesley? Yeah, post your guys' products and I'll try to bring them up here on screen. So by the way, I bought Jennifer's cookies. They're so damn good. Like, Jennifer, I'm going to have to call the cops on you because I cannot have these at my house. They're literally for my neighbors. I bought cookies to give to my neighbors. So I got to get them the hell out of my house. And my ex-girlfriend who lives across the street, I'm going to give her cookies. I don't know how she's going to react to that, but I'm curious to see. Where to start if you don't know coding for your software idea? I talked about this earlier. I'm not going to go the full depth, but go do it manually. Like, if you're trying to start a software company or help someone, why not use a WordPress plugin? Use a product from AppSumo.com. Use one of the no-code things. Use Airtable. Do it manually. Then once you found it works, then build the software, not the other way around. What's up, Ryan Perez? How are you? Good to see you, dude. Where do you learn about these new products? Interesting question. I use mostly Twitter, tech. I'll just show you. So I go to Twitter and I read Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. But on Twitter, I'll go here, I'll click on like Explore tab, and I'll see if there's anything interesting. Second up, I'll go to like techmeme.com. This is my favorite site. I love TechMeme. And then I just kind of like when people message me stuff. So like, I'll show you guys a site. Go check out these guys, typedream.com. Let me show you how I found them actually. So on Twitter, I know I'm showing you guys a lot of things, so I'm trying to show it to you, Chris. So there's this young kid who I love named Chris Halajajajajajak. I like Chris. Chris has a website. So you're asking how I find things. I saw Chris's website and I was like, oh, this is a cool website. Now in his website, I saw it down here made with TypeDream. I haven't heard of that one before. So then I clicked on that link and it brought me to TypeDream and I reached out to the founders and now that's how I found a new product. They're going on my list. There's a lot of these website builders these days. I just thought it was really clean. There's also appsumo.com to find new products. Thank you for whoever said that. You go to appsumo.com/browse and then go to latest. Not all of them are amazing, but it definitely has a lot of different products here. We're literally the #1 place for entrepreneurs. So if you're looking for software, yeah, appsumo.com. But how I find them is I just kind of, as I'm talking to people, as I see links, it gets me really curious. What am I scared of today? I would say what I explored this week, Yardi, was being alone. Just being alone. Like at night, at home, and just chilling by myself. What are you scared of? Dude, I love you. Brah, I love you too, dog. Let's have a barbecue. Catherine, yes. Catherine, I think this is one of the most interesting things that are out there. The best way to get rich is do boring shit. Everyone's like, oh, I want to try to be a content creator on YouTube. Everyone else is doing that shit too. Go do the non-boring things. One of my friends is named Paul Singh. Paul Singh does the most unsexy businesses or businesses that not everyone is doing, and he makes a lot of money. There's less competition from smart people. So I love stuff like this, like court main. I don't even want to read what you're doing. It sounds so boring. But find something you're interested in and less competitive or non-sexy, and that is how you can do really, really well. David, I almost canceled the show because you didn't show up. Sean Park, my energy's back because you guys are back. We've been not doing this. I try to do it on Instagram. I'm here. I'm on the YouTube world. I fucking love you guys. I love you too. Dude, I want to try to say your name right. Can everyone try to say this name out loud? Mojtaba Tuzandejani. Pretty good? Damien Emel, what's up, homie? Oh, I was like, man, you look just like Michael J. Fox. How do you do all the work to building a team while maintaining profit? I don't know. It's tough and not tough, okay? So when I started AppSumo, I think it's critical when you're doing any new company to do everything yourself so you understand everything yourself. And again, different businesses have different economics. So if you're doing a restaurant, have you ever noticed that most restaurants don't have more than one? You guys ever notice that? You guys and girls? There's mostly just one restaurant. Why? Because the owner is the chef, who's the bookkeeper, who's the host, who hires people that are like not really talented, and it's tough. I've never been in that world, so I can't speak to it. But in AppSumo, I did everything myself. And then once I had a little bit of profit, I try to take that profit and be like, what is the best way to reinvest that business? So AppSumo's goal every year straight up is zero profit. The government hates us. Why? Because I want each year the company to get bigger and bigger. And then it's like, with that money, should I hire a person? With that money, should we invest it in ads? Should we invest it in software? Should we invest it in our servers? So the point being is try to aim for zero profit. And what is the best way to reinvest your business? Yeah, Chantel, I don't know why you're already trying to hurt my feelings. One thing I've noticed, Chantel, is when I'm talking to people, this is what I encourage you guys to do. Notice when you talk to people this next few days, believe me, notice the energy levels of the questions and the things you talk about, and try to keep elevating the energy level. It's been interesting. I noticed I'll talk about things. Like I talked to someone, Pomp, he was on the show a while ago, and I said, Pomp, how you doing? And he was like, I said, no complaints. And I was like, no, complain about something. And he started complaining, and I was like, oh, his energy level is going down. And then I was like, hey, man, you seem to love crypto. Talk about crypto. And he's like, oh, his energy level went up. Notice yours and their energy levels as you're interacting with them. Dude, Tyler, I love you guys. Oh, this is a great question. Why don't I run a mastermind? Because I hate those fucking people that charge $25,000 so for people that don't know, a mastermind in theory, it's a great idea. It's like you hang out with really smart people, you talk about your business problems, and you get support. But a lot of these masterminds, what they do, and why I think they're total scams, is they charge you $25,000 to come hang out with me and like 10 other bozos that paid $25,000. Now, what you then go do is you then go start your own mastermind, charging $15,000 to other bozos. And I think it's good. But I guess in Silicon Valley, I just have surrounded people where I don't have to pay $25,000 to hang out with them and talk with them. And I just something that like the ones I've gone to, I'm always kind of like, this just feels like a little weird. What I personally do is that we have a Slack group called okdort.com/underdogs. So you can come join our Slack group. I respond to most YouTube comments. And a lot of the times with the mastermind, I like connecting you guys with the other people so you don't need me. And the questions you ask is what we make video content out of. And the things that we think will help you grow your business is what we put on appsumo.com. So I don't think you need to really pay me anymore for that. What's up, Jonathan Aldas? Best business books to learn about marketing. The #1 book ever on marketing is called Experience. I know you wanted me to save some book, some shit. Like there's this guy this week, I was working out with him, really interesting dude. He had a bunch of tattoos. And I was like, oh my God, he must have the answers. Isn't that fucking stupid? All right, Kishla, you're getting time out. I'm not saying all masterminds are bad, by the way. We can have a deeper discussion in that. But it's just like, I just find them a little bit of a circle jerk and not, is it really worth the money? And I think there's other ways of doing it that could be just as valuable, if not more. Shout out India. If you're from India, dude, give some love in the comments. You guys are a lot of Indians out there, man. This is awesome. So in terms of books about marketing, I know Experience is a shitty one that you not want to hear. You want to actually hear books, but my recommendation is like, I was director of marketing at Mint. I never did marketing before, which is awesome because I don't know what the rules are, which means I can do whatever I want, which is how I created and was innovative within marketing. So that is why go find a product or a business that you love and do their marketing. But if you actually want to do marketing books, I think there's 2 books I really like. I like anything by Seth Godin. I think Purple Cow, one of his earlier books, is phenomenal about being unique. And then this is kind of a weirder one, but Art of the Start. It's an older book again by Guy Kawasaki. I really enjoyed that book. We've also put out on AppSumo. It's called the Mint Marketing Plan. Let me see. If you go to AppSumo, it's free. We can't sell you anything on it. Why is it so slow? Yeah, right here, appsumo.com. What's the URL? appsumo.com products mint marketing plan. Just go here, search that. It's free. That's how I've done a lot of my marketing over the years. So you can just literally copy how we do it. Again, when I've talked about $1 Million Weekend, when I've talked about this stuff, marketing is easy when you have a great product. Something to really think about, man. Good to see you, dude. So Kevin Carr, good to see you, homie. So I think what's interesting about storytelling ability, there's a book called, I think it's Storytelling. Let me look up. If you guys are curious, all of the books I read, by the way, you can see every single book I've ever read in my life. I track every single one of them and rate them. It's on Goodreads. Let me put it up here. There was a book, it was pretty good. Kevin, I just interviewed Eamon, who's the CEO of AppSumo, and it was really interesting because I was emailing him, I was interviewing him about his experience with AppSumo. And what I realized, and I write down, and I didn't do a great job of it, is that two things. One, always talk to people about stories. Just ask for the story. When I try to teach you something, if I'm trying to teach you about business and it's like, yeah, do this thing and do this Facebook ad, and here's how you do it, versus, hey, we did this Facebook ad and we tried doing a testimonial where we took a customer and that video actually did 10 times better. You'll remember it more likely than just me telling you what to do with your Facebook ads. I think this book was good. Story Worthy. It wasn't amazing, but it's definitely a good book on how to be a better speaker. So Story Worthy. For me, I love attention. I like seeing what works. And I think one thing I would recommend is if you're trying to be a better storyteller or a better speaker in general, ask for feedback from people you trust after you do things. So in our videos on YouTube, I'll ask our audience or I'll ask the team, like, what did you like about this video? Or I'll just try to do it myself. So when I did my podcast, when I do my YouTube, I watch myself. And then I'm like, oh, you look good, Noah, today. I love you, dog. No, go watch your own stuff and critique it and then see how you can reincorporate that into your future content. Damn, it's good to see you people. What form of marketing has personally helped you grow your business the most? You know, I think there's a lot of gimmick marketing out there. At AppSumo, we've tried a lot of gimmicks. The number one way we've ever grown AppSumo as a business is better deals, aka better products. Jamie, thanks for showing up. So that is number one. But if you want actual like the strategy / tactics of it, I'd say my personal stuff now, YouTube has been the number one channel I've been doubling down on, as you guys have even seen, and 10xing down on to really reach a larger audience with less money. I think that's been huge. We actually have a video coming out in 2 weeks that's literally the AppSumo marketing plan. The top channels of AppSumo. Let me pull it up. Okay. So here's the AppSumo marketing plan video. I'll just show it to you here. These are the channels that are working the best for us. This video is coming out in a week or two. So email marketing, number one, highly recommend go use sendfox.com. For personal, we use klaviyo.com for business. Affiliate and referral marketing. So affiliates, like you pay people to make sales. Referral marketing is you give your customers money or credits to make sales. Paid ads, we spend, I don't know if we're doing 7 figures a month, but definitely 6 figures a month in spend. We make 8 figures a year from our paid ads. SEO, content marketing. We're starting a lot of YouTube content for AppSumo as well as me, plus freebies and ebooks. And then I'd say this is kind of the biggest up and coming one we've gotten into, which is influencer marketing. So going and find younger people or older people, mom bloggers all across the board, and giving them an amount of money to recommend our products, to be associated with our brand. And then we actually use their influencer content as part of our advertising. It's also, honestly, I will tell you, if you ever want to make a relationship with someone, sounds strange, make a relationship, sponsor them. If you give someone money, they'll take you more seriously. And I know if you're broke, that's harder. But like Tim Ferriss, I've known a very long time. We've been friends a long time. But we sponsored him before he had any sponsors. Pat Flynn sponsored him really early. And I'm not saying that was the only way we became friends, but it definitely made it a lot easier to stand out. Hey, Priyanka. I feel like I've seen your name. Great name. Blogging versus YouTubing. Where do you see the future? What's been interesting for me is that the AppSumo blog is actually Dean, who runs it, does an amazing job, and it's tremendously grown. I feel like people are searching Google less, and maybe it's topic dependent, and they're platforming more. Don't do what I say, do what I do. I'm doing YouTube. I think that the challenge with some of these things like YouTube or blogging is you don't really own the audience, and I don't own any of you, but you don't own the control of communication to that audience. So that's the only part that I think getting a newsletter like sendfox.com is really critical. Jason Bourne, what's up, homie? Good to see you, dude. I use sendfox.com for my personal newsletter. It's not as effective or great for e-commerce. It's really good for content creators. And if you guys want to get on my newsletter, if you guys aren't on my newsletter, what are you doing with your lives? Probably something better. Go to okdork.com, join the newsletter. You can see how I do my marketing. You can see how we do our autoresponder and just copy me and then improve on it. That's how everyone else does it. Any from India who wants to do startup? Yeah, you guys should connect in the comments and help each other out. Hey, Joanna, good to see you. It's been a minute. How do I fit reading books into my schedule? Thanks for asking. I don't know what this is. So I will tell you, here's what's interesting, Joanna. Lately, one of the things I've been doing more than books, and I'll tell you, I have a 3-strategy system for books, but more importantly for myself, and this may not be for everyone, is that I spend more time these days quiet. So this morning, I woke up and I had a boxing class, but before the boxing class, I walked around outside quiet. Didn't look at my phone, didn't look at anything. It's a form of meditation. And when I drove to the office this morning, for most of it was quiet. And so I've found that to be almost, if not more beneficial than books. I'm a huge reader, as you guys know it. And again, you guys can, if you want to see my Goodreads, it's goodreads.com/Noah Kagan. Goodreads.com/Noah Kagan. So I read, basically, Joanna, I read in 3 ways. 3 ways. So I have a physical book at all times, I have a digital book at all times, and I have an audio book at all times. I have my Kindle next to my bed because it's light and it has a light on it, and I could do it at night. I generally have a fiction book on there. So right now I'm reading a book called Invisible Man about a person who's Black and their experience in life. I have a physical book always at my kitchen table. I like seeing it out. The more that you see it out, the more likely you are to do it. So I'm reading The Sovereign Individual, which is fucking wild. It's about how governments suck and individuals can take their freedom back. And then I have an audio book. So if I'm driving, if I'm at my house, if I'm biking, if I'm outside and I'm not quiet, I'm listening to audiobook. So right now the audiobook I am listening to is Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. My suggestion, Joanna, that I do, and I think it works well, is I put my book reader on the bottom of my iPhone, or if you have an Android, put it on the top, wherever it is. So it's really easy to be like, oh, it's like almost the number one thing I'm trying to encourage is a behavior. Yeah, if you guys want to connect, you guys should connect with each other and help each other out. If you want to connect with me as well, Instagram.com/Noah Kagan. Dude, it's so good to see you guys. I missed you. I'll be here next Friday at noon. I'm showing up. You guys show up. I love you, dog. I love that. What are the best SaaS boarding on sequences I've seen? I would say, let me show you screen-wise. There's like, what I would copy, John, personally, there's like user onboarding. There's a website where they have like a really good breakdown. Yeah, I think it's useronboard.com. Is it this one? Yeah. So I would just go here and break these down and then look at them. So this is their website, and it basically just does that for all these different businesses. Shell, great to see you. I love seeing you guys in person. If you guys ever see me out and you look at me and you're like, I think it's him. He's much better on video. He doesn't look as good in person. Just come say hi. I love seeing you guys. So that was useronboard.com. Desmond Little, yes. I'm glad you like the videos. Go take some action for yourself. Is that Guillaume? William, where you at, my man? I have been consistent with office hours the last few times. So I got to be honest. I don't bullshit with y'all. I did them on Instagram and Twitter because I wanted to mix it up. And then our YouTube goal is 250,000 subs. We're really off that number. So we're not even close to being on track. So we haven't had like a mega banger in a while. And we've been mixing up how we're doing the YouTube goal. Plus, some personal things have come up with work. So I've been really focused on AppSumo.com. And I'm going to come out next week and talk to you guys about that. So stay tuned. And so I haven't had as much time. And then I was like, man, these office hours, when we did them on the new channel, no one was showing up. And it's like, hey, if I want to hit my goal, like maybe with that time, this is what we talked about, priority. I was like, if maybe that time is better spent making a video for an hour versus doing office hours. The reality, though, is that we can still hit our goal. We could do the videos in this Friday slot, which we were putting out videos on. I want to just do on the main channel. I don't care if it hurts our subs. I like connecting with you guys. I love interacting with you guys. And so I said, fuck it. Now we're going to do videos Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday's open for office hours. We're going to be here. I'm not doing my other platforms. Because it's like, I'm not doing it to take advantage of you. I don't get any money out of you guys. It's just, I enjoy it. It's fun. Plus I get to learn the questions you're thinking. I also have a book coming out. So in a year, maybe like, you'll be like, yo, I liked him. He helped me a lot. And maybe I'll buy his book or something like that. Or maybe you'll put yourself on AppSumo, make a shit ton of money, and you buy me lunch. You don't have to buy me lunch. Brent Young Photography. Hell yes. Oh, dude. Awesome. I love the young ones, man. Wow, that sounds so pedophilic, phallic. I love the young ones. No, David, I like being around. So I would say some of my special magic is I find these amazing people that are young, old, and it's just like be around them. I don't think I am the greatest ever or the smartest ever, but I am very fucking amazing at finding awesome talent, like Jake Tran, who's on YouTube. I love Jake Tran. Chris on Twitter, and a lot of people that work at AppSumo. And so I want to be around the young blood. The young blood, I wish, like, you remember Tiger Blood? Like, I wish I could drink young blood because you guys have so much energy. Like, as I'm getting in my 30s, I'm moving into the 40s. Definitely, like, my energy has gone down. Like, at 6 o'clock, I'm like, oh, they know I'm tired. So you guys are the future. So I love being around you guys, learning from you guys, and so forth. Drew, good to see you, Drew. Vin, I am using StreamYard, but we might be building something at AppSumo for streaming. It's just like not as many people actually do streaming. Networking tips for introverts. I am not an introvert, so I don't know. All I can tell you, I put out the video. No one watched it. Go watch this video. I'll show it to you. Go watch the video, this one, How I Met Bill Gates. It's literally my exact ways that I've built up my network in my life. So how I met Bill Gates and all these other people. The biggest thing I'd say for introverts is how do you do things that people come to you? It would probably be the easiest thing. So you don't actually have to do a lot of work. So create stuff or put out stuff that people actually are, it's like a magnet that come to you. So for me, I've been blogging, YouTubing, podcasting, and I do put on events myself because I also like doing that, but that attracts people to me. Denny Creates. I am hiring people these days. I'm back at AppSumo helping with that. I'd say the number one red flag that I personally look at is how long they've stayed at previous jobs. That's it. If you stayed at a lot of jobs like 6 months, it's what I used to do, and I would never hire me. So that is probably one of the number one red flags I look at. Like most people nowadays, two things. One, if you can't stick at something for like a minute, I don't know how you're going to get success. That's what I hate about crypto. That's what I hate about all the stocks. That's what I hate about a lot of these influencers. It's like, yeah, do this shit and you're rich. It's like, it's just not reality. And when things go bad, those people get screwed. So stick at things would be like number one thing I try to encourage people to do. There's other stuff, but let's just keep it at that. I'm trying to do just one really good thing. Where did Priyanka go? Priyanka's got great questions today. Dude, a lot of awesome Indian people. Is there a barbecue? Is there any left? Can we say, this is Olman. Dude, we're having you want to come say hi? So Olman has been a part of AppSumo for how long now? 6 years?
5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
You look the same.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're doing office hours on YouTube. So you were the, like, were you the first hire for that, Eamon?
From Eamon, yeah. Eamon's first hire.
So how is AppSumo? Do you guys have any questions about AppSumo sales? Or how is it from when you started to where it's now? Now there's how many people on the sales team?
I mean, the whole BD team's like 13 people.
And it used to be just you.
Just me, yeah. Just me and like half of Eamon helping me out, and then Jeff and this girl from there. When I came in, people don't know this, but when I came in, we used to have mostly 1 year deals. And a couple years after, when people were like, when we would bring some 1 year deals, people were like, oh, AppSumo's losing. I wish it was like back in the old day. I'm like, back in the old day was all 1 year deals, and they sucked. Sometimes they were 6 month deals. I'm like, all we have is lifetime deals now.
So what if everyone here wanted to improve one thing in sales, what's something that they could do?
Improve one thing in sales.
If they want to improve their sales skill.
Stop trying to be the friend. Stop trying to like have too much of a relationship, and instead be like the expert. Be like when you talk to somebody and they're teaching you, they're telling you what it is and like how you're supposed to like do something. You respect it more than like somebody that's trying to be your friend and convince you.
Damn. All right, they have some questions from the audience. So there's people here, dude. A lot of people to see you. Yardi Kim said what up.
Oh, nice.
Yaume, he's
Guillaume, yeah,
clearly.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is Noah the same in person?
in Miami.
Is Noah the same as in person as in videos?
Yeah. Oddly enough, it's the same person.
There are people. Have you ever met people that like?
Yeah,
totally
there
different?
are people that like are different on TV or on Twitter or on whatever, and in person. Yeah, no, you're just as awkward in person.
Yeah, no, it's actually very no. That's pretty good. Garrett Carrera, I've added up all the money I spent on AppSumo products. How much?
Have you added up all the money you've saved on AppSumo products?
Oh, dude, this guy's good. Oh yeah, he said he knows you're from Miami.
Yeah.
All right. Any parting words? What's the barbecue spot we got today, and how was
Oh,
it?
the barbecue. I personally think it's better than Franklin's. You know, that's a very like unpopular opinion, but it's more peppery and the sauce has more spice. It's like
Ullman's
spicy.
also a phenomenal cook, not just in sales. He can do cooking. He's taking ladies and guys. You're getting married soon too, aren't you?
Yeah. I technically got married in December. Yeah. I just came back from my honeymoon.
Oh, did you?
Or I call it
Is
my sunnymoon.
Would you say Hawaii?
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
All right.
Maui. All right, man.
I'll come show off the barbecue. Thanks for saying what's up. All right, that was Ullman. He's been one of the OGs helping build AppSumo. I think a lot of you guys have known his name. He's done all this stuff. This guy's amazing. Ullman Quesada. I love this guy, aka Olo. There are other sales books, by the way, if you guys are interested. Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes is one of my top ever. $1 Million Consulting. Alan Weiss, I love. There's like Challenger Sale. It was okay. I love Zig Ziglar. I think his stuff is phenomenal around sales. A lot of sales also, the best way to do sales is just go practice and figure out what works and what doesn't. Dude, Corey, I love you back, man. Let's do a bro hug. I bought a deal on AppSumo for... Oh, shit. Dude, that's legit. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Bought a deal on AppSumo, turned it... Dude, tell me more. Hey, email noah@appsumo.com. We'd love to promote that. Keaton Wajalek. I don't have any original thoughts. Do you think this would hinder me in finding a business to start? I don't think anyone has an original thought. Literally no one. Almost everything someone else probably thought of. So don't worry about it. I think that's generally what I've seen as you're using that as a way to hold yourself back. People have been doing food forever. People have been selling things forever. Money's been around for a long time. Crypto's not new. It's just a different way of it. So don't worry about this. Just worry about trying to find customers that you can actually solve a problem for. Don't even worry if it's a silly problem. Sell their shit. Text message people to tell them positive things. Whatever it is. Don't overthink that. Like, think about stuff you want to solve for yourself that you're genuinely interested in. Like, one thing I want to solve for myself is finding an assistant has been hard. I know it sounds whatever bougie, but it's like, I want an assistant to help me manage my house. Like, there's a pool thing and there's this. I just want to work on AppSumo, make videos, and hang out. And I don't want to do this other stuff right now. And so I'm like, oh, that is an interesting business. I would love someone to solve. If I wasn't doing AppSumo, I would consider doing it myself. So do I think going to university is a waste of time? Everyone, this is like a very popular thing people want to talk about. I think you go to university, try it out, and see if it's actually beneficial or not. I went to Berkeley. I loved it. Did I learn a lot of things I could use in like my professional life? No, but I built a bunch of businesses. I didn't really build I built a network, but nothing I've actually leveraged or utilized after school. I just had a great time. It was like how to do laundry myself, how to be responsible for myself, like how to meet cool people. I think there are some universities that are not beneficial. And there's people like Chad, my business partner. He didn't even finish high school. And now he makes a lot of money. He's one of the smartest people I know. But let me just ask you, Aaron, if you met some woman who went to MIT, would you be impressed? Yeah. Not just because it's a woman at MIT, because MIT is still a damn super impressive brand. So I think people should just go consider for themselves what they're trying to accomplish and if it helps them do it or not. David. Is that David from Berkeley? If it is, good to see you, man. Shout out Texas. Personal assistant. Dude, you guys are on fire today. Yeah, so our bacon, they used to be called wives or husbands. Hey, 2021, my man. Yeah, I basically need a wife that won't sleep with me, is what I'm going for. Dude, there's all these Bear people here. Go Bears. Hell yeah, man. That's crazy. All these people. I'm a Haas undergrad too. Did I really graduate in 2004? Oy vey, I'm fucking a dinosaur here. Keith, good to see you, dude. If you had only $50,000 to start a new e-commerce business, how would you grow it? These are always the questions people love doing. Like, if you had to start over poor, how would you do it? I'm like, I'm not poor and I don't have to start over. So I don't know. But here's the thing I would probably think about for that question. How do you go and help your friends who are already rich? And some of you are like, hey, I'm in a place where I don't have that. You can start building that now. So Keith, I wouldn't start a new e-commerce brand because it's not something I would do. What I would probably do, hear me out, is go to e-commerce brands I already like. What is an example? Thanks for asking, Keith. Great question. Let me show you. So I would go, let me show you on Instagram. So on Instagram, where is it? Right here, Gigantic Candy. So instead of going and spending any money, Keith, keep the 50,000 or send it to Uncle Noah. This candy company called Gigantic Candy, I just love their branding. I messaged them. This is on Saturday. They said they'd love to send me a box. That's cool. Oh shit, my address is there. Oh no, you didn't see the address. I hope you guys didn't fucking see the address. Well, video comes down anyways. So anywho, sent me an email, or they're going to send me a box of it. Now, maybe, is that a business where I could start promoting healthy foods as part of a newsletter? Or maybe I could do the marketing for brands I like. So instead of trying to create it from scratch, can you go just work with ones that are already existing that are awesome and keep your money? Long-term crypto versus real estate versus both. I can only tell you what I do. So I am at a point, asset allocation wise, I am not buying more real estate. I think I'm at around 30%. I am monthly adding to my crypto holdings. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm telling you what I'm doing, not what I'm saying. AppSumo is Django, Vue, Python, and a few other things I don't know. I don't know if they're doing Node. Sumo was on Node. I'm not sure if they're using some Node stuff or not. You can find amazing deals on AppSumo.com. We don't have gigs yet, but we are aiming to be the #1 digital marketplace for entrepreneurs to start or grow your business. So I do see gigs in the future. I see a lot of other services, events in the future. But right now, we're 80% of the business is around software, and then 20% is books and courses, which I do think will be big in the future. Yeah, John Crestani, I don't know what he does or who he does. I don't know if I like this guy in person or not, but supposedly he's really interesting. He drives fast cars. I like you guys. Is there a programming language I'd recommend learning first? I mean, honestly, it's going to sound stupid as hell, but learn HTML. I mean, even before programming language, learn how to speak English well. Because if you can actually explain yourself well, then you could tell anyone anything about how to build stuff that you actually want. So what up, Deepak? I've never done agency work. I've never done consulting work. So I can't tell you guys how to really do that. Hey, what up, Luke Cannon? He's the new guy that just started helping run the AppSumo Originals marketing. I think with all these things is that if you're trying to be a consultant, there's two angles to think about. One, what is so valuable? People are excited to pay you. Excited. So, and then the second part of that is they're excited to pay you if you can prove your worth. Most of these people can't prove that they're valuable. So guess what? They have a really hard time starting a consulting business. Where's Luke Cannon? Dude, shout out Luke Cannon. Great tweet. Great tweet, my man. What drives me to keep growing AppSumo year after year? So I think all of you, what I could bless, every Friday, most Fridays, I like doing a Shabbat dinner and we do a blessing to people. So I bless that you find work that you want to do for your life. So I love promoting things, and that's what we get to do at AppSumo. I love attention and teaching. That's what I get to do on this YouTube thing. I will probably do this for 100 years. So right now with AppSumo, the business is interesting. The customers are interesting. The partners are interesting. What's driving me right now is to see how far we can take it. We all are living one same life together, unless this is a simulation and this is all fake. Feels real. I am curious to make my story as interesting as possible and to see how far we can do this AppSumo experience. And I encourage all of you guys to think about that in your own lives. Holy shit, Elon Musk showed up. Elon, good to see you, buddy. It was great seeing you last week. The best way to do any of the stuff that I talk about and the best way that I've done it, just start doing it right now. Don't wait for next week. Don't wait for a founder. Don't wait for funding. Don't wait for some YouTube influencer, schminfluencer to tell you you get permission. Permission granted. Start. Is it worth it to visit Silicon Valley? Yeah. Yeah. I was born blessed that I was born 2 miles from Apple. I was blessed. It was just luck. But yeah, if you want to play in baseball, you go to the major leagues. If you want to be in finance, you go to New York. And yes, the world is getting more remote. There's more stuff you can work from anywhere, but there's still Mecca for the Muslims. There's still Temple Mount for Muslims and Jews. There's still like all these places that you go to that if you are looking for the specific thing, you go there. So if you want to be in the entertainment industry, you go to LA. Oh my God. Don't get me started with executiveice.com. He stopped responding to me, and it's my fault. So don't ever give away a business without highly filtering and making the people earn it. So I'm very disappointed in that. Where would I start looking for influencers? That's an interesting question. Guys, I got about 10 more minutes because I notice my energy is fading, and this is awesome. I will be here next Friday at noon answering all of your guys' questions, hanging out with you. Maybe my mom will come. Rui, good to see you. For influencers, I really personally, what channels and what mediums are already consuming, who is not getting a lot of attention that I think is great. Those are my favorite influencers to sponsor. So for instance, on Twitter, there's this kid, Chris. He's young. He's like from Yale. I think he's 18. He actually has relatively a lot of attention, but he is like an up and comer who I just connected with very early. And that's the kind of person I'm wanting to work with as an influencer with AppSumo and with myself. Dude, Bradley, you have a great weekend. Sean Clark, dude, you're awesome. Yeah, the guy who got the company disappeared. Don't get me started on that. Pissed me off. I see similarities between you and Justin Kan. Would you want to do a collab with him? What are your thoughts on what he has going with YouTube? I love Justin Kan. We're friends. We've done a YouTube thing together. I haven't been on his show, but I don't care. I think Justin and I have a lot similar paths. Like started tech companies, do YouTube. He's done more on the investing side. He's also had a $1 billion exit. The company I've started and helped grow, and like we haven't had an exit yet. That's not my plan. But yeah, very similar paths. I like him. Good stuff. I think with all the influencers or just people in general, the question is, what dish do you enjoy? Like maybe Justin says it in his way that people enjoy differently than mine, but you can also take both. Like Gary Tan. Gary Tan's another flavor of dish. I love Gary Tan. Jacob Groff, good to see you, dude. I see you in the Slack group. I want to sell my product across the major freelancing websites. Is that a good idea, or should I focus on one freelancing website? So I would put yourself out there in all of them and see which one you get nibbles on. It's like fishing. Fish, 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 fish. Oh, I'm getting bites here. I'm going to make sure I double down and fish there even more. All right, I got about 8 more minutes. Good to see you, all of you sexy bastards. Damn, it is so good to see you guys. I put up my Instagram if you want to check me out there. I am on the Twitter world. If you guys are like, hey, I want to like hang out with Noah more, you can follow me at twitter.com/Noah Kagan. And again, if you guys want to be part of a community, it's totally free. You have to be willing to do work to help yourself and help others. okdork.com/underdogs. You can apply right there. And for a lot of you, it seems like a lot of people from India, which is amazing. This is so cool how global we are. If you guys are starting businesses or you want to start something like Jacob, your freelancing thing, go promote yourself for free. We bring you the customers on appsumo.com/sell. Highly recommended, my man. Dude, John C. Payne, good to see you today. Yes, the energy was high. Han, what did this person say? Sorry. I mean, it's hard to see all you guys. Do I get enough sleep? Yes. So I aim to not do any meetings or real work before 10. So I aim to get 8 hours of sleep. I use an Oura Ring. Highly recommend that. The Whoop bands are really popular, but I use the Oura Ring. Indians taking over. I mean, you outnumber every other group. Like there's Chinese and Indians. You each got a bill. You each got 1 billion. Jews, there's like 15 million of us. We've got big mouths. But there's not like, I don't know how big the black population is, but like, yeah, Indians and Chinese, there's a shit ton of them. And no, Johnny Lamb. I don't have all the answers, by the way. I'm not your guru. I'm just here sharing my experiences, coaching you, giving you some strategies and help push you guys on your own paths and help you get what you want. Would I sell AppSumo? You know, I would tell you there's a house I really liked last year, and I asked the lady, hey, would she sell it? She said no. Then I offered her $2.5 million. She said maybe. So I think there's almost always a price. And when I worked at Facebook, Mark got offered $1 billion when I was working there, and he said no. We have been offered a price recently, and I said no. I really love what I do. Like, so let's just say I sell it and I get all this money, and then I just go back and do YouTube and AppSumo. So why don't I just do that? But I do think that there is an amount that like I would consider like, wow, this could change my life. But honestly, I live my life that way pretty much now. Like, I get to fly the way I want to fly. I get to go to where I want to do. I spend my time. I'm like, why would I want to give that up? Like, what's the upside for that? All right, Elon Musk, fake Elon Musk, you're getting time out, dude. You're putting too much. So Nikhil Verma, for a lot of you, it seems like a lot of younger people, and I got 5 minutes and then I'm outies. So as a teenager to get rich, you can't get rich. Yeah, put it all on Dogecoin, go buy some shitty crypto. But I think you can get rich, but it's going to take you 5 to 10 years. That's it. So what I'd recommend for you right now is probably a few things. Number one, start today. When you are young, all you have is time and you have naivete. Naivety means you don't know what you can't do. So just go do shit. That's what I would highly recommend, number one. Number two, especially if you're in your earlier years, go meet people. Most of the money I've ever made is because I've met people that have helped me. So go start stuff, meet people, do it for 5 to 10 years. I think the biggest thing right now, especially if you're younger, is to just to try things to figure out what you want to spend your time on. Is it in tech? Is it content creation? Is it in music? Is it in food? Is it in sales? I think that's probably the thing you can spend a lot of time on. Oh, what's up, man? Ideally vegan. What have I learned biking across the country? So I did pause it today. Sorry. I paused biking across America 4 weeks ago, came back to Austin, Texas. There was things going on at AppSumo that I need to be responsible for. There's going to be some videos coming out in 10 days or so of explaining that, and I'll talk about it more then. I would say the biggest thing about biking across America, there's so many things, but I'd say the biggest thing was that it gave me 4 to 5 hours a day of being quiet to think about life. And that was such a blessing. And honestly, I was very lucky I had the money and the ability to do it. But honestly, you could bike across your country in India, in Europe, in America without a lot of money. There's sites like warmshowers.org, but give yourself time to just think. There's a bunch of other micro thoughts and takeaways, and I've posted on Instagram, and I'll put up the link to that. But give yourself time to think is probably one of the biggest things that you can do. Maybe another one that I would say is that any big thing you want to accomplish, like being rich or making a lot of money or whatever that is, it's hard. Like to bike across America, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking huge. But if you actually just be like, I'm just going to bike 50 miles today, and you chunk these things into little nibbles, it made it totally doable. I'll leave it with that. What do I think about meditation? I think quiet time is good, whether you're sitting in your house or in a pillow or whatever. Just having some time to think or not think is really helpful. Any thoughts on Ethereum? Yes, I'm buying $20,000 a month of Ethereum. I think there's a high likelihood there's going to be a lot of tech built around it moving forward in the future. Dude, Zach Goldwasser. That's a cool name. ZG. Send me an email, noah@appsumo.com. I want to feature you or promote you. Guys, if you ever want to meet like someone asked me, how do you meet people? Well, read their book, watch their YouTube, buy their product, and then tell them how it's changed your life. I'm guessing they'll respond. So email me noah@appsumo.com and I'll check it out. AppSumo.com works all over the world. Oh, dude, looking for a Shabbat meal. Anyone you know in New York. So I've used the site when I was traveling. It's called onetable.org. Anybody who's even not Jewish can do it too. So you can go join a Shabbat meal all across America, I believe. I don't know if it's in the rest of the world. Really cool way to meet a bunch of other people. Onetable.org. All right, it is 2 minutes left, and I'm going to go have some barbecue. How many hours a day do I work? How many days a week? So I think, you know what I hate, Joanna, by the way? Not you. I love you. I hate when people ask this question because I hate when people say that's the wrong question to ask because then it makes me feel like I'm not smart. And you are smart. But the real question is not about how many hours you're working. That's the wrong thing. It's what's the output and what is the output relative to your goal? That's it. So each week on Sunday, you can do 2 questions. One, what was my goal and how much did I move forward towards that this week? And then you could say, hey, in this upcoming week, I do this every Sunday. Hey, in this upcoming week, where do I want to end? And how much am I doing things in my week, schedule and planning that help me accomplish that? And it's not about the hours. What if you work 1 hour a week, but you can build a plane? So worry about your output, not about your hours. That being said, I will say it takes effort to create results. So if you're doing 1 hour a week, you're going to get generally 1 hour of reward or 1+ hour a week. So just be mindful of that. Where is my mom? You're so funny, Johnny Lamb. I think my mom will be back next week. You guys want? Okay, you guys vote. I want to inspire you guys. I want you guys to go get action. Yes, Gwen Scott. Yes, return on time. I tried promote it or talk about it, but I think this is one of the most important things I'm thinking about. I want a disproportionate return on my time. I want to put in a little time and get a lot of reward out. When I do the YouTube videos, I feel like I put in, now lately I'm putting in like good time and getting great reward. These office hours, we took them off and we did them on a new channel. I did them on, I feel like this with 250 people showing up, me talking, you can feel the energy. This is amazing return on time. And I'll be back next Friday. You guys be back. Go do fucking work. Sorry. Go do work. Go make some changes for yourself. All right, you guys want, yeah, Jason Bourne, hiking is good. Do you guys want Mama Sumo next week? She'll be hurt her feelings. High chance I'll bring Mama Sumo, my mom, back on next week. She'll actually be in person in a few weeks. Guys, it is now an hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes. That is my max of what I can give you guys this week. What I want to know from y'all, from John, from Farhan, Johnny, what is one thing you're going to do for yourself today or this weekend? I love ending with that. It's one of my favorite things to do and hear what you guys are doing for yourself. So what am I doing for tonight for myself? I might just stay at home and read alone and just enjoy it. Just enjoy Noah. That is maybe what I'm going to give myself today. What is something Oaxaca, Mexico. What's up, man? I always use, when I take Hebrew lessons, I always speak Spanish. It's very strange. What is something you guys are going to do for yourselves today or this weekend? Adler's a bum. How do I deal with baldness? We'll save it. Come back, John Smith. Come back next Friday and we'll talk about baldness. Yes. Purge. So Drew, unfollow people on YouTube, unfollow Twitter, unfollow email, throw out stuff from your house. Go read Goodbye Things by Fumio Sasaki. Awesome book on it. I don't know if I did that. Let me tell you, Drew. Oh, he's gonna drink Margs. Johnny, I haven't drank since I got back. I told you I'm not drinking until we find that new thing. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do drinking and drugs again. I don't know about that. But I actually haven't done it for 4 weeks. It's been awesome. What else are you guys going to do for yourselves this weekend? Oh, shake out some emotional baggage. Am I going to any events this year? I'm not doing any more questions today. Work on your startup plan. Here's your plan. Go make money. That's the plan. Put out the YouTube video. Hit up people as customers. Post on social media you're looking for people. That's the plan. Yes. Jacob, I don't know why you hate money. Jeremy from our team reached out to you to potentially get some consulting work, and you're like, nah. If you hate money, then you shouldn't probably be here. But yes, go if you have something that can help do YouTube consulting as well, put that up on AppSumo Marketplace. Leah, what are you going to do? We'll take some of the work that I've been avoiding. Good. Most of the shit that you've been avoiding on your to-do list, like I got a safe, and I wanted to do the safe, and I was like, I don't want to do the safe. I don't want to change the code. The code, by the way, is 11111. But I didn't want to change it. And I went yesterday, and it took me 3 minutes, and I was like, I feel good about myself. Most of the things we avoid aren't as hard as they seem. Yes. Work on your new YouTube channel. Hell yeah. Fatima's going to make some money. Wesley Branch is going to finish a product update. Yes. Do a podcast with Nathan Latka. Hell yeah. Using a success journal. Carlos, this is great. Yes, take advantage of AppSumo. I'm not just saying it because I work there, but if I did not work at AppSumo, I would take products that I've made in the past, throw them up on AppSumo, promote them a little bit, let the algorithm promote me, and call it a day. Tyler's going to apply to the OK Dork Slap group. Yes. Johnny Lamb's going to do bike therapy. Yes, Johnny, keep losing weight, my man. You're going to come to Austin to break into Noah's safe. This whole like address stuff where you guys do my address or like breaking into my stuff. I'm honestly buying an AR-15 recently, so say hello to my little friend. List on AppSumo. Yes, Kirthan. Work on my email sequences and get loaded. With money or with drinking? Both are great. Go back through Noah's course. Yes, we have a course, monthly1k.com. But the course is there to push you to take the work. Coffee challenge, dollar challenge, law of 100. Ooh, Deirdre Mangan. Man, that's a cool name. Visit Andy Warhol exhibition. Hell yeah. Get tasks done with fighter. Yes, Gladys. Balarezo. Dude, try to find a Shabbat meal. I hope you find someone to have a meal with, man. Work on my startups. Hell yeah, dude. I told this other Indian kid, Ishwan Sharma. Why not you? Muhil Elite. Chad Keck. Good to see you, dude. Dieter, Johnny, Fatima. Why not you? If you want to be the next successful relationship, next successful company, next person, why not you? I will be alive next Friday, noon. I will see you sexy bastards out there. This has been a blast. Philip, Farhan, fuck, this was fun. I'm going to go get some barbecue. Kirsten, good to see you guys. I love you. I'll see you out there. Pew pew.